It is kind of crazy to me how many people go nuts over pumpkin spice stuff, especially when it goes back into Starbucks. Every year I see these videos on my For You page of everybody going to get their pumpkin spice Starbucks. And I'm gonna make a pie, a pumpkin pie, that will beat you to your pumpkin spice stuff at Starbucks. Because it is, in my opinion, a lot better, a lot cheaper, and it does not taste like store-bought pumpkin pie. I can't stand that stuff, so this is a testimony to how bad that is, in my opinion. And it is also September 1, which in my opinion means it is officially fall, and it is Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. Now this pie is really simple to make. Once you have your eggs beat up, we're just going to add some cornstarch in there. Once I have the cornstarch in there, I'm just going to go in with my wire whisk and whisk it until the cornstarch is dissolved into the eggs. And this is the part where you usually add brown sugar, but I prefer maple syrup, and I get mine from the Amish, so that's what we're gonna add. This pie is also not very good unless you add a good amount of salt, so salt goes in as well. Then we have our main ingredient, which is the pumpkin. My parents used to grow pumpkins to sell when I was growing up, so we always had to pick and wash wagon load after wagon load of pumpkin when I was growing up. We add a little bit of vanilla, and of course spices. We have some allspice because pumpkin pie without spice is not pumpkin pie. And we have cinnamon. Cinnamon is a really good spice, and it is very hard to ruin something by adding cinnamon. Just make sure that stuff is nice and mixed together. Then we're going to take our scalded milk, and it is important that you scald this milk before using it, and just whisk it in there. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you keep the cornstarch out of this, you can just drink this like a hot pumpkin spice drink. It is really delicious. We need an unbaked pie crust. I just made this myself with the recipe that's in my cookbook, and we're just gonna pour that in there. Then I like to be a little extra and sprinkle some cinnamon on top, and now it just goes in the oven to bake until it's set. Once your pie is set, you're gonna take it out of the oven, and we're gonna let it cool down at least a little bit before we cut into it, because it's pretty chickly right after it comes out of the oven. This thing has cooled off now, so I'm gonna cut a piece out, and also because it's Memorial Day, I'm gonna give you guys a 30% off code. If you use the code FALL, and you check out on my website with my cookbook, you'll get 30% off. That cookbook has over 220 recipes in it. This is what the pie looks like. It turned out beautiful. It's supposed to have a slightly lighter layer on top and then a darker one on the bottom where the pumpkin is settling to. Let's take a bite and see if it's as good as it looks. Of course it is as good as it looks. What did you think? This pie never fails, and if you make it once, you're gonna understand why I would much rather eat this pie than go drink a drink from Starbucks that's overpriced and oversweetened because it has a lot of sugar in it. I don't like those drinks at all. I distinctly remember one time when I baked a pie like this at home. No one else was home, and I baked myself a whole pumpkin pie and ate this thing in one sitting. I felt disgusted about myself later because I ate a whole pie and my brother found out. But I could do it again if I wanted to. It's just that good. And you know, this recipe is in my Amish cookbook, which I just told you guys where to find on my website, socialsbylavina.com, which I have linked on my profile. Or depending what platform you're on, it might be in the caption of this video. Or you can just go to your browser app and type socialsbylavina.com into your search bar. And that website will pop up with the cookbook on it. Enjoy!